All right, guys, we are back. We are back with another video. Okay, guys, so we've been away and I'm happy to be back and be posting another video. Make sure that you like and you subscribe if you haven't done so. And also check out our Patreon where we have specialized videos in there. We're also going to be introducing like an investor talk where we're having, investors, every month. So we can just have a discussion about, investing in real estate, troubles we're having in sharing different strategies, and how to manage portfolios, etc. And I want you to be part of that as well. And all that is inside the Patreon group. I'll just make sure that that is up. We also share some clips of that as well, so you guys can have a glimpse in it on this YouTube channel. Otherwise, thank you guys for following. Thank you guys for liking, sharing the videos already. And I appreciate you guys very, very much. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the 3 keys to maximize your return on investment after COVID-19, As we are right now, our president just announced level 3 lockdown and, things are opening up a bit. However, 2 things I've also observed. When the pandemic started in 2020, I really thought the market was going to be tough. Investors are going to be conservative. Things are going to be hectic on the market. And I thought wrong because what I thought, and from what we're getting from the stats on the market and also our business on our side as well, we've realized that actually there was some few factors we're going to discuss today where we just got, the different amazing results, even despite the pandemic. And it might be 2 things. It might be like a demand that is just growing in the market, or it might be because of also the interest rates as well. So otherwise, let's talk about the 3 keys, that you can use to maximize your return after the pandemic. So number 1 is you want to use Proptech, to cut down your expenses, Most people have realized that during the pandemic, people realized that going to view in person is not working out for them. Most people want to be safe, depending on their age as well. And some people prefer to be at home. And some people also prefer to just come on site once in a while as well. So this is why you want to use your Proptech for management. Try to get management systems that are mostly automatic. Try to do your viewings online as well. Use like virtual tours and use apps that you can be able to use from home. And then try to have less contact as you can with going on site. And all those tools, including events online, including tools, systems, and apps as well. Try to use them online as much as you can. We've seen a rise on that. It's very, very much from our investors as well. And also just basically on the surveys that we've seen online as well in the market in terms of how people are treating these things. For example, as you can see, in a recent survey, whose goal was to see the insights about how consumers want to safely navigate the residential real estate transaction during COVID-19 pandemics. The respondent says they were not ready to go to an open house yet, and then they've spoken about what would make you guys go back to the, open houses, because open houses is what we do on a Sunday. When you have nothing to do, just go in an open house hop. So 2 things, 47 people said they're looking for COVID-19 vaccine, which is getting rolled out right now. And we're seeing a lot of progress on it. And then 45% said they need assurances from the local health department that touring to open houses would be safe as well. So which is, basically people saying, look, all the stuff we had from the media was not positive, about, being out there and being in contact with other people. The best way was to, have controlled contact. The best way was to be at specific areas, but open houses and viewing where there's going to be a lot of people, it's not something that a lot of investors are looking to start doing, and buyers as well. So in short, I would say check out virtual tours, man. People are doing virtual tours. People are having drone shots of the neighborhood, the area, etc. And it's all exciting. And I think that you want to use all that Proptech so it can be able to help you enhance your real estate business, including renting as well. There's very good platforms that are out there that can help you rate tenants, landlords, etc. You want to utilize all those platforms because this is where we are going. Anyway, so the second thing is, increase value. Increase your cash flow by adding value to your property. I think that's the most important thing as well. Is, let's realize that nowadays is a work from home environment. Your tenants are going to be working from home. Your family's going to be working from home, and also, it's just an environment that is encouraging that a lot right now. So you want to make sure that, as an investor, you add all those things that can help people be able to work smoothly from home, And if you're having short-term rentals, make sure that you have sanitizers in place, make sure that you have, sanitize the whole place out, make sure that it's very clean, it's safe, and people feel comfortable in that area. And make sure that all the protocols are followed for COVID-19, etc. Also, if you just have tenants as well, just make sure that all the other tenants are also following up the protocols of COVID-19, and make sure that there's nobody who's getting compromised. Temperature taps, temperature checks, and all those things are in place as well. Because we as people, we are more sensitive than others. Some people are a little bit more sensitive. Some people are a little bit less sensitive to these things. So you just want to make sure that you keep an even place and you keep a safe space where people can be able to walk. So doorknobs must be sanitized. Get your caretaker to do that. You need to check, elevator buttons as well. Those are, important stuff as well. So that needs to be sanitized. The gate, the keys, all that stuff, they need to be sanitized all the time to make sure that people feel safe. That's the most important thing as well. So at the same time, also, other people are adding value by actually trying to provide let's talk about people who are buying. This is a survey as well we have. I'm just going to read it for you just shortly. People who are buying property are on the market, and also the sellers as well, who are the two players we need to do transactions in real estate. The sellers prefer to do business online and through Zoom, through Skype, and also through WhatsApp video calls. I promise you, there's been so much WhatsApp surge that has been doing business in comparison to emails. So you don't want to be the person who still want to meet face-to-face, even though you can't. You want to meet people where they are comfortable because they're protecting themselves. And I think the most important part as well is to understand that. So buyers would rather use the virtual tours I mentioned in Proptech session, but also the sellers as well would rather just use general technology to deal with you. So they can actually give you access to the house, they can give you access to a lot of things. And then if you're an agent or if you're a buyer, if you're an agent, make sure that the property that you're selling has all the protocols that is following for COVID-19 as well. And then also, if you're a buyer as well, just obviously you have to protect yourself and make sure that you have some extra sanitizers with you, and also you come in there with a mask and following all the protocols that are necessary. And if you are a seller, make sure that you're dealing with an estate agent or somebody who's a property professional, so they can help you out set up those things if you don't want to be there involved in yourself. So here is also another study as well. All right, so this study was also saying, according to buyers, according to the survey, 54% of buyers say real estate agents' guidance especially is especially valued during the pandemic. So basically, buyers saying, look, we prefer to work with agents, especially now because the agents can be able to have all those things, checked, and then also can give them information, they can give them pictures, they can give them video tours. They can give them, also make sure that the environment is also safe for them to come in, environmental background, etc. So just more than doing the basic service any agent must do, any professional must do, is also an additional to also ensure their safety as well. And that's actually interesting. And then I also want to say 64% of buyers and sellers state that agents should understand state and local protocols for COVID-19, save and provide guidance. And 63% of buyers and 64% of sellers say that if someone in their home is not following health protocols during visit, they expect the real estate agents to address it. So this is like becoming a big demand as well. As you can see that both the sellers and the buyers, they would like to have somebody who's responsible, who's the agent, to enforce the protocols that are local. In an area, because our protocols might not be the same where you are. If you're in South Africa, yes, but if you're in a different country, our protocols might be the same at a different time. But in short, they're expecting a professional to be able to assist with that part. All right, so here's an interesting one, which I think I liked. Exactly, this is another one. So 70% of buyers and 66% of sellers say they felt more comfortable talking on the phone or via Skype, FaceTime, Zoom, or a similar app that allows face-to-face communication. I want you to know that, which is much more higher numbers than those who felt comfortable communicating by email or text. So the whole thing of sending them an SMS or something like that, that doesn't work. People would rather see you face to face, and the closest they can see you is with an app that also has, you know, like a Zoom or something where we can just actually chat like you're seeing me on this video. This is a preferred mode of communication nowadays from sellers and from investors as well. So in short, I would say that there's now a bigger demand actually in the real estate market for real estate professionals. There's now a big demand for sourcing agents. There's now a big demand for consultants in the market, so they can be able to do deals and help smooth transaction of deals with the sellers and the investors. And this won't stop. It's just the beginning of it. Here's the last that I want to leave it to you. What this means is, you know, the agents really matter in the pandemic. So 47% of buyers and 53% of sellers indicated that relying on a real estate professional for buying and selling home was more important than before, you know? So this means that, you know, back in the day, we were just expecting like an agent to do the basics they could to make sure that a smooth transaction happens between the seller and the investor. For right now, is actually a big reliant factor. That's why the agent industry or the real estate agents industry, or I would just want to put it like that, it's actually growing demand because of there's like people who need to be protected, people who need all the information, people who need to know everything else before they come on site, and people who have to have quality services as well. So if you're offering quality, exceptional services as an agent, then there's an opportunity for you. Okay, so the last time I'm just going to touch on is it's actually the best time to buy. You know, there's always been a demand. There was dips in the listings when the COVID started. There was dips in the transfers of mortgages. You know, registration of mortgages when the pandemic started. There was a dip as well in terms of, you know, the amount of sales that were closed, the amount of transactions that were closed per month when the pandemic started. However, as soon as they opened up to level 4 to level 3, then, you know, the demand started skyrocketing. There's a lot of stats that states that as well. And we also understand that right now we're getting an extended buyer's market where the buyers can actually dictate the prices that they want to pay for a property. And at the same time, we're not talking about the interest rates. And also, there's just more people who are actually looking for property. It might be for any reason. It might be for security reasons. It might be because of the jobs and then the scale of job losses. It might be because of the, you know, a little bit more understanding of being home and being able to do side hustles in comparison to working from their offices. Or also it might be because of just, you know, the current interest rates as well, which is something you must be taking advantage of. So in short, I want you guys to go out there and take, you know, advantages of this bargains in the market, do some deals, get some money, and, you know, let's chat soon. Otherwise, this is just a video where I just wanted to let you guys in on how you can actually maximize your return on investment, you know, post COVID-19. And I also think that you can use this advice right now as well. See you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.